I love my Instant Pot, but a lot of you ask what to do with it. So today we're looking at 5 different dishes from 5 countries to help inspire you on how to use this bad boy. And don't forget that all of the recipes that you see today are on my website, beryl.nyc. So let's get started.
Hi, I'm Yasmeen, a Palestinian American based in Northern Virginia near Washington, D.C. When I heard you were doing an episode on pressure cookers, I wanted to get in on that right away, and I knew immediately I wanted to share a Levantine recipe called Fasoulia Nashfe, which translates to dry beans in English. Although if cooking from dry beans is not your thing, not to worry, because a lot of people use canned in this recipe. Fasoulia Nashfe is a rich stew with garlic and onion and tomatoes, white beans, and meat, usually lamb, but you can definitely use beef. It's spiced with all the traditional Levantine spices like cardamom, cinnamon, allspice, nutmeg, cloves, together with just fluffy fresh rice and yogurt. It is just the perfect comfort food. I love this dish because it's super nostalgic. It's just so comforting. The combination somehow of the soft beans and the soft meat, the rich spices, the tomato with the rice and the yogurt on the side, which my family always serves it with. It's just the perfect, nourishing, healthy comfort food, and I've never met anyone who doesn't love it. Fasoulia Nashfe is often cooked in the Levant.
I need 2 hands. That's how the professionals do it. You'll see Emeril Lagasse and Giada De Laurentiis measuring like that.
The Levant is the area of West Asia that encompasses Palestine, Syria, Lebanon, and Jordan. It's a really classic dish from that area. This flavor profile is really classic and native to that area. Every family is going to do it differently. I think even in Yemen, they also have a dish that is very similar. It reminds me so much of walking into my house as a kid after school and smelling my mom's amazing cooking. We ate a lot of Arab food growing up. As a Palestinian family in the diaspora, this was a way to connect our American life with our Arab roots.
Close her up.
It's something I'm really proud of. It's something I'm really grateful that my parents and extended family did for us, because it really instilled a strong sense of cultural identity in us. And I think because this dish brings together so many of those traditional flavors and is eaten in a widespread way, it's the kind of thing that just makes me feel connected to really who I am on so many levels. I come from a long line of pressure cooking families. This tool is just so incredibly convenient, but I have since been converted a couple years ago to an Instant Pot, and it was a game changer. Something that would have otherwise taken 3 or 4 hours is done in like 30 to 45 minutes or an hour. So it's super convenient to be able to make really rich, comforting things in a fraction of the time. I highly recommend Fasoulia Nashfe. It will not let you down.
While I'm waiting for my dish to finish, I'm going to practice Hindi with Rosetta Stone, the sponsor of today's episode. Rosetta Stone is a language learning app that doesn't rely on translations, but instead uses an immersive way to learn a new language. As many of you know, my husband is from India and his family speaks Hindi, so I've been learning Hindi as a way to connect more with his culture.
लड़के खेल रहे हैं.
One of my favorite things about Rosetta Stone is that instead of memorizing tons of translations, you'll learn naturally through pictures, audio from native speakers, and interactive activities.
क्या आपके कोई प्रश्न है?
You really do learn practical phrases and words instead of super random ones, which can happen on other language learning apps. They have a pronunciation guide where you mimic a native speaker, and if you get it right, you get this sound.
Chata.
Shada. And if you get it wrong, you get a womp womp, but I did really well this time.
धूप का चश्मा.
Dhup ka chashma. Oh, wow, 100%. Lessons are as short as 10 minutes long, so perhaps while you're waiting for something to cook in your pressure cooker, you can take a little time to learn a new language. You can also download their lessons so that they're available offline, so no matter where you are, you can keep practicing. There are tons of languages to choose from, so chances are you'll be able to find a language that you're interested in learning. Right now, you can get a lifetime subscription for 60% off, meaning it's just $149 to learn any language at any time for the rest of your life. To download it, check the link in my description. Too hot to hold, too hot to handle. Okay, let's just dig in. This lamb is so soft. I was worried the pieces were too big, but I needn't worry. It's really hot. No, not yet. While I'm waiting, let's talk about the artist behind me. This is Mystic Multiples. They've actually been on the show before. They're based out of Houston, Texas. All their info is in the description. Along with all the recipes, you can find them on my website, beryl.nyc. Asha agrees. Wow, that lamb is so tender. That's what you get for pressure cooking meat. You just get fall off the bone, cut it with your spoon texture. It's so good. Let's get some of this broth and beans. The sauce is amazing. Yasmeen said to measure with your heart, and my heart led me to a really good place because it is perfectly spiced. Even though it's summer, I want to live in this soup. I want to take it to school and show it off as my best friend. I'm not somebody who usually eats lamb, but I will eat lamb like this. Just tender and juicy and spiced and delicious. Yasmeen sent over a really good recipe, and I like how cooking with an Instapot is just so simple. 10 out of 10 for this meal. If you're looking for something simple but robust in flavor, this is it.
Hey friends, my name is Lisa. I grew up on Long Island, New York, but currently live in Florida. I am a student at the University of Florida, making a second stab at this college thing. Go Gators! I'd like to share my family's weeknight staple, fish rice. It's a hacky Instant Pot concoction I found on the internet that works surprisingly well. It's a piece of frozen salmon on a bed of rice that cooks up quickly with a side of spinach. It's an incredibly easy and convenient recipe that can be seasoned to your personal preferences. You end up with fluffy rice and a satisfying, well-done salmon fillet. My favorite toppings are Kewpie mayo, sesame oil, furikake, and soy sauce. But I've also made it Nordic style with honey mustard and dill, and also a teriyaki style. This meal reminds me of chill nights on the couch after a long day, watching YouTube with my husband.
Keeping the skin on for those healthy omega-3s.
Many episodes of Beryl have been watched with a bowl of fish rice in my hands. It's nice to know that as long as I have rice, frozen salmon, and some condiments, I can have dinner on the table in 25 minutes with about 3 minutes of actual work. American home cooking, in my experience, is all about convenience and saving time, and making something universally palatable, if a bit bland. Then you season it to your liking. Or it's a meal out of a box, like chicken tenders or frozen pizza. We rarely eat highly processed food in my family, except as a special treat. And the Instant Pot lets us quickly make home-cooked meals with fresh and minimally processed ingredients. You could make this dish by cooking the components separately, but that beats the convenience aspect of this recipe. The one caveat of this dish is that the salmon is going to be well done, which is not everyone's preference. I personally like it cooked crispy skin, a little medium rare, but that's on a frying pan. That's not as easy. People should try this dish if they need to get more fish in their diet, or if they need something easy to cook on a weeknight. This also keeps great for lunch the next day.
Well, this was super easy. I understand why one would make this dish multiple times a week. It was so quick. And it's so good. If you watch any of my What I Eat in a Day episodes, you'll see that I eat a lot of salmon, a lot of fish overall, but a lot of salmon because I love salmon. I never thought about cooking it in an Instapot like this with the rice, which is genius. It's so soft, but still has that perfect chew to it. It is not overcooked at all. I ended up cooking it for 5 minutes because my Instapot is small, a little bit weaker, but I think Lisa was right putting 3 minutes in the recipe, so when I do this again, I will definitely do 3 minutes. I just want to keep going. The furikake is good, the mayo is good. Having the spinach underneath it really balances it out and gives you that fresh vegetable that's always good to have with dinner. I'm also surprised by how perfectly cooked the rice is. It's not too sticky, which is always something that I've struggled with. It's just really well cooked.
Hi, my name is Hesara and I'm from Colombo, Sri Lanka. The pressure cooker dish I'd like to talk about is Ata Kanda.
I soaked the lentils overnight, so we're gonna drain them and then put them in the Instapot that way.
Ata Kanda, directly translated into English, is lentil porridge. Ata Kanda is made with a variety of lentils, grams, and beans, and it's a thick, creamy, and garlicky porridge that has a nice grayish pink color. I like this dish because it's so wholesome, nutritious, and hearty. It fills you up and energizes you for the day. It's got this rich coconutty flavor, and the beans are nice and soft. Kanda is a common breakfast dish in Sri Lanka, but as far as I know, no one has made kanda similar to my mother's Ata Kanda recipe. My mother actually innovated this recipe in early 2020 lockdown when my sister and I refused to eat plain boiled lentils and grams, and she decided to combine it with kanda. She made Ata Kanda.
If I've said it once, I've said it twice, and honestly, I've probably said it thrice. But shake your coconut milk before you open it. I think it's good. Can you hear it?
And it was so delicious, me and my sister just had to eat it at least once a week. It's a great breakfast meal.
Okay, it looks kind of like a porridge. Oh no. Oh dear.
Cooking in a pressure cooker is just so convenient and easy. Even a beginner in cooking like me can master some difficult dishes pretty quickly with Instant Pot dishes.
I'm looking for a thicker consistency, and I feel like I've been boiling this for like, oh, it doesn't say. But I feel like I've been boiling this for maybe 12 minutes, 13 minutes, right? And I think we're almost there. Can you see that? Actually, maybe we are there.
You can of course make Ata Kanda without the pressure cooker, and there's no major difference. We just prefer the pressure cooker because it's a good time saver. Thank you.
To be honest, this dish kind of confused me a little because of the mung beans and the coconut milk, but let's see how it all came together. Oh, that's actually really good. Kind of tastes like oatmeal mixed with lentils. It kind of has a pudding consistency. You can taste the garlic, but the garlic is not overpowering. You can taste the coconut milk, and the coconut milk is giving it a little bit of sweetness. And the mung beans, they're very soft. The mung beans and the rice kind of came together and made this thick porridge, which I guess I said already, but it's like a porridge. I can see this as a really great breakfast dish, or even kind of a dessert if you like things that are sweet but not too sweet. When I was using the pressure cooker and it spattered all over me, that was a little bit scary. So if you're gonna try to make this at home, be warned. Ow! Oh, it popped out. Oh my God, it's popping out. Ugh, it's burning me. Oh, okay, I'm calling it. It's being angry. Oh, can you see that? Mm-hmm. Ah! Ew, it's like really wet. Okay. I found the mung beans at my local Indian grocery store, but you can find them online, and I will leave a link to them in the description. This is really easy to make. You just set it and forget it. I mean, that's what all these recipes are. You set them and forget them, but this one especially was very simple. It's interesting. It's definitely different. I'm enjoying it. Yeah. It's cool. Very cool.
Hi everyone, my name is Alice. I am French and I moved to the United States when I was 9 years old. The dish that I want to talk to you about today is artichaut avec une mayonnaise au citron, which translates to artichokes with a lemon mayonnaise. In France, you can find artichokes basically in every single market around spring and early summertime, and it's a big staple spring dish in my family. And my grandmother even grows some artichokes in her garden. You can use lots of different dipping sauces for this dish, but the recipe that I'm sharing with you today is the lemon mayonnaise, which is my mother's recipe, and it's my favorite way to enjoy this dish.
I know for a fact, because I've done it before, that if you're gonna cook an artichoke on the stovetop, they take forever. So I'm excited to try it in an Instapot and just see how they taste cooking in such a less amount of time, in such a in less time.
Yeah.
I speak really well.
Artichokes are like really big globe leafy vegetables. They sort of look like really big flowers, and you cook them until the inside is really, really soft, and then you go work from the outside in, taking leaves off, dipping them in the sauce, and then you scrape out the sort of soft flesh of the artichoke with your teeth, and then you can just discard the rest of the leaf that is not edible. And it's a really simple dish to make, and I find that the sauce with that nice acidity really complements the really earthy butteriness that artichokes have when you cook them this way. I remember even when I was a child getting together with my family, and everyone gets a big steaming artichoke, and there's a big bowl in the center where everybody can discard their leaves. Yeah, it's a really fun way to eat this vegetable. It's basically a ritual, really. And I think when a lot of people think about artichokes, they tend to just picture the heart of the artichoke that you can buy in a can and sort of just quickly chuck it in a salad.
That was tiring. My wrist hurts. I have made mayonnaise before. I mean, this is an aioli, but I've made mayonnaise before in my Mayo episode. It was Taiwanese, but I put it in a blender so I didn't have to work hard for it like I'm working hard right now. Now I'm gonna fold in the egg whites, which always makes me think of Schitt's Creek.
Here's what you do. You just fold it in.
Okay, I don't know how to fold broken cheese like that.
And I don't know how to be any clearer. You take that thing that's in your hand, and you...
If you say fold in one more time.
It says fold it in!
I think that this is a really fun, different way to enjoy this vegetable.
Fold it in.
We haven't really changed the way that we eat these artichokes year on year from when I was a child. The only thing that's changed is I now prefer to make them using a pressure cooker.
Having a little taste, because everything is to taste for this, I think it needs a little more mustard, and I have like just a tickle more mustard left, so we gotta make it count.
Because it takes a lot less time to cook versus sort of boiling it traditionally in a pot. If you were to do it in a pot, it takes about 45 minutes to almost an hour, depending on how many artichokes you're making. Whereas with a pressure cooker, in 20 minutes, you're ready to enjoy this dish, which makes it a lot more accessible to someone who's busy. I think people should really try and enjoy artichokes this way. It's a really unique thing to France. I've never seen anybody besides a French person eat whole artichokes this way, and I hope lots of you think to try it during spring and summer.
Here's the thing, I know that I love artichokes. They're one of my favorite foods, but I've never really actually had them with an aioli. I usually just eat them plain. The way that you eat these is that you pull off the leaf and then slide your teeth along the bottom of it, and that's how you get the meat out of it. Yum, the aioli is really good. I was nervous about eating a raw egg. Yum. But Leia was telling me that the lemon juice is what helps cure it, kind of like when you're making ceviche. The heart of the artichoke is one of the best parts. You have to eat a lot of the leaves to get to it, or you can just pull them all off. I used artichoke hearts in my pea episode. I laughed about that last time when I was doing that episode as well. It was a tagine with artichoke hearts and peas in it that was totally delicious, and I was able to find artichoke hearts on their own in the frozen food section. I just want to go ham on this. Rajat does not like artichokes. He said that they're too much work for too little food. I get that. They are a lot of work, but the work is worth it because they taste, in my opinion, so good. They are delicate, and God, what is the taste of an artichoke? An artichoke tastes like an artichoke. I don't know what to say. One of the reasons that people dip it is because they think it's a little bland, but personally, I think that they have a lot of flavor. I loved cooking it in the pressure cooker. It was so fast. Cute. You're cute. I had no idea that you could do that, so I learned something big in today's episode because it was something that totally changed the game for me with artichokes.
Hi everyone, my name is Frida. I live in Jakarta, Indonesia. Today, I like to share the menu on my lazy days. It's chicken rice, not the usual chicken rice, but it's fried chicken rice cooker hack. This thing went viral on the internet and it's originally from Japan. You can use any kind of fried chicken you like.
So I didn't have leftover fried chicken, so we went out and bought some. This is Korean fried chicken. Mwah. If you don't have leftover chicken, you can go to my fried chicken episode, make one of those fried chicken dishes, and then the next day have this, or not this, but this. So that's 2 for the price of 1. So go do that. The link is in my description. Do it.
And the idea is to absorb the fried chicken flavor to the rice. Super easy to bake. Since I'm living alone and sometimes I cook for myself, I like the familiar smell of chicken rice wafting in the air when it's cooking. It feels like home on Sunday where my mom used to cook for lunch or dinner. This is perfect. I can go back to bed or continue binge watching a TV shows while I need to wait the rice to cook.
This is shredding so easily and it smells really good. Fried chicken bones. See you later.
Definitely an easy way to cook up a delicious and nutritious dish. I hope you guys can enjoy it. Thank you.
I've had this dish before like a million years ago, but I think it's so great for a pressure cooker episode. Yum. If you're not cooking fried chicken with your rice in an Instapot or a rice cooker, you're doing something wrong because this is fantastic. Whatever flavor your fried chicken has obviously is gonna impart into the rice. This Korean fried chicken is a little bit spicy, so it's got a little bit of a kick to it. The mayonnaise on top is super creamy. The onions give it a nice little bite, and the chicken is so tender. It doesn't feel overcooked or dry at all. Last time I had this, I didn't put carrots in it, but they're really soft and give just like a little bit of sweetness, the way carrots can do that. Oh, it's in an orange one. The thing that I like most about this dish is that it couldn't be easier. Even if you don't have fried chicken and you want to pick some up and put it in with rice, you have a very simple, complete meal that tastes really different than having them separate. It's got like, it feels fancier and it feels like a little bit more of an experience to eat than just having fried chicken and rice. Plus you have Kewpie mayonnaise on top, and you put Kewpie mayonnaise on anything and it's gonna be good. One last bite and then we're gonna end the episode. I hope you were inspired and learned some new dishes to cook in your Instant Pot. Don't forget, all the recipes are in the description and on my website, beryl.nyc. Like and subscribe, it helps support the channel, and until next week, I'm leaving you with 2 more videos in our culinary universe.